Yo, biker minds, welcome back to another episode of MotoGP 23 Road to MotoGP. We have a lead of 6 points over Vinales, so the championship battle is coming to a conclusion and it's getting very exciting. Next up will be Mandalika, which is a track where I mostly struggle. So it's going to be an exciting one to see who will finish on top. We have an extra challenge in Mandalika to defeat Bagnaia in both races, so we have to defeat him in the sprint race and in the main race. We have a wet weather qualifying and a wet weather sprint race. See you back at the qualifying results.
Let's take a look at the final standings in the second MotoGP qualifying session. That's the end of our broadcast. We look forward to seeing you for the race.
So we had a decent qualified in P5. He revved the engine up, 10 red lights, and we have a wet weather Mandalika, and the GP is on the way. Espargaro has a lot of wheel spin as we had, but we managed to get away much better than he did, but there he is already on the inside of us and now in front of us, and we dropped all the way down to P14 because of that horrible start of the sprint race. Vinales is leading, which isn't good. So we have to make up a lot of ground as we bump into Marquez. No, it was Jorge Martin. And now we overtook him. We're back in P4 after a few corners. With Bastianini on the outside, we push him a bit to the outside. And now we are on the podium for the sprint race. P3 with Oliveira in front of us and Vinales leading the race. Whoa! Oliveira had a lot of wheel spin and lost grip, and we didn't expect him to lose grip, so we bump into his behind. But now we are in P2 right behind Vinales. Trying to put some pressure on him, but we have to be very careful not to crash out here as the track is very slippery and you have the hard turn 16. First the long turn 15 and afterwards we have the turn 16, which is a very tight turn. But we managed to overtake Vinales and we have the lead of the sprint race. We have to try and create a gap with Vinales, as he will put us under pressure, forcing us into an error. And we have to keep our heads down, keep it cool, and try to finish this race in front of Vinales. But that's easier said than done with 3 more laps to go, including this one. Be careful on the curbs, as the curbs are very slippery. Oh, that's a track limit warning. First one of the sprint race. But we are slowly pulling away from Vinales, as we have a gap of 1.2 seconds. But still have to be careful. The track is slippery and you can easily make a mistake or crash out. So we have 6 more rounds to go, including this one. And season is coming to an end, but the battle for the championship is all but decided. With just 6 points in the difference between us and Vinales. We're heading for the final lap. And Vinales dropped down to P4, So that creates a gap of 12 points. In the rider standings. But I expect Vinales to come back, as he always did, and finish in the top 3. The gap is 5.8 seconds, 5.5, with Pecco Bagnaia. So we have a lot of breathing space, and we can take it easy now. But I'm really not fond on the rain here in Mandalika. As it's a very high-speed track, and when it's slippery you can easily lose control and crash out. We crashed a couple of times in the practice sessions and in the qualifying sessions. Went to Q2 through Q1 we went to Q2, so the pace was not really there. But nevertheless, we are heading for the finish line, to cross the finish line and win this sprint race, this most importantly sprint race here in Mandalika.
While the riders enjoy a well-deserved lap of honour, let's take a look at the final results of this race.
As I said before, Vinales finished in the top 3. That will give him 1 point extra, so we have a gap of 11 points in the Riders' Championship. We're leading by 11 points, and we still have the main race to do, which is luckily a dry main race. So I won't have to be very careful. But still, Mandalika is a very, very difficult track. Let's see what we can do in the main race. Okay, 10 red lights, we have dry weather luckily, and we rev the engine up. And we are on the way in Indonesia. Espargaro has another really bad start, but there he comes back again, so I'm really not fond of the acceleration of our bike. It's just horrible. I mean, Espargaro had a lot of wheel spin at the start, and he still managed to overtake us after a few milliseconds. So something I want to see fixed in MotoGP 24. Haven't tried the race starts yet. Oh, it was a very, very dangerous move there. But it puts us in P3, but we are lucky we didn't crash out. There comes Vinales through the inside, putting a lot of pressure on us. He doesn't like it when I finish in front of him. But like I said, I hope they fixed it in MotoGP 24. I haven't tried the starts in the MotoGP yet, so I have to try that one out to see if they fixed it. But right now we are right behind Bagnaia on P3, and for the race objective I have to finish in front of Bagnaia, but that's a very nasty way of overtaking him. We just launched him up in the air. So in P2, Oliveira leading the race. Great job by the Portuguese rider on the satellite team of Aprilia. Oh, there's a track limit warning. luckily our first one. So we are really trying to put some pressure on Oliveira, and we are slowly closing the gap. But he is really strong right now. So the battle for the race win has started with only 2.5 laps remaining. And I think I made a mistake with the front tires. We chose the medium ones, but they are overheating a lot. So I probably would have been better with the hard tires. But look at Oliveira go. Very, very strong. And every time we try to put pressure on him, he just pulls away. This is the section where we are faster. But the gap is too big to make a move in turn 10. So can we keep him under pressure? I have to decide for myself, will I risk it? Or will I hang on to P2 and just make sure I finish in front of Vinales? I want the race win here in Mandalika, but will I take the risk of crashing out, which will put Vinales in front of us in the rider standings? But if I want to make a move, I'll have to close down Oliveira. And we are losing a lot of grip as the front tire is losing grip, it's overheating. Oh, that's another track limit warning. You can see I'm really pushing to close the gap with Oliveira. But he's just so darn fast. His pace is good all race long. Oh, we're closing in right now. Can we make a move in the next corner? No, he's too far away. Can we make a move in turn 16? It will be a very decisive one. Trying to brake really hard, but he's just really good on the brakes, and we go a bit wide. So we have to take P2 for now, for the race, and just take the points as it is, and compliments to Oliveira, who did an excellent job of winning the race here in Indonesia.
Will arrive for their well-deserved podium ceremony. In the meantime, let's take a look at the MotoGP race final results.
Vinales finishing in P3, finishing the podium, but congratulations to Miguel Oliveira for winning here in Mandalika, the Indonesian GP. The gap is 15 points as of now, so not a lot of breathing space, but much more than the 6 points we had.
for the podium ceremony of the Grand Prix. The 3 riders on the box right now gave us all a great race. Now they can enjoy the applause from the crowd.
There you have it, the podium of the Indonesian GP Mandalika, with a great performance by Miguel Oliveira, the Portuguese rider. We have beaten Bagnaia in both races, so we cleared the objective. And now we will gain a new challenge or objective for the next race, which will be Phillip Island. And we have a challenge against our teammate again, Jack Miller. Not sure what they want from us. We have to finish in front of Jack Miller in Australia for the Phillip Island GP. It's his home race, but nevertheless we will try and go for a win in Phillip Island. We have been strong in Phillip Island in the past couple of editions, so I expect us to finish high, but that's for the next episode. I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to leave a like, and see you next time in Australia for the Phillip Island GP.